Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumper here, back today with a new video. Okay, today we're going to be looking at two new releases in the 88 Films Tigon collection. Alright, so we're 5 films deep into that one now. I have got all of them, so we'll have a little dive into the previous releases as well once we've gone through these. But yeah, I thought we'd do a little bit of an unboxing because I did it on the last couple I bought. So just to sort of keep the videos going. This one then is called Hanny Calder. Okay, so this is a British Western and it's from 1971. So you've got the year there on the spine of all of them. And then it's got the nice yellow that we're used to then with the Tigon releases. Okay, well, I've done the first ones. These, I didn't really know what Tigon was, but I should have researched it really, which I have done now. And so Tigon, a British film production company, similar to Hammer and Amicus, but I think back in the day, they had a bit of a beef, a bit of a rap beef with Hammer. And even though Hammer let them use part of their, their area, I suppose, for their to shoot their films on, what do you call it? Like a production studio. So they said, yeah, you can use a bit of ours, rent it or whatever, that's fine. They still didn't really get on. So that was a bit of a strange setup. But anyway, so they produced some really good movies. I gotta be honest, I had heard of them. I've heard of the movies, but not the company until 88 brought it forward. So thanks for that. Always learning. And anyway, so yeah, so this is a Western that they've done. Now this has got Raquel Welch in, Hanny Calder, and it's a revenge movie. After she is sexually assaulted and her husband is murdered, Hanny Calder vows to take revenge on the 3 criminals who wrecked her life. Okay, so it's got Christopher Lee in, so, there's always a recognisable face, and obviously Raquel Welch as well. Get into this one. You'd think I'd learn to open them before I start the video, but then it wouldn't feel like a proper unboxing. So there we are then. So I'll take it out the slip. So first thing to say, as I always with 88 now, they really rival in Vinegar Syndrome for their quality of these slip covers. They just feel just absolutely amazing, and they're only charging $14.99 for Blu-rays as well, which is unbelievable. $16.99 in HMV, so don't get stung. Go on the 88 Films website, $14.99, and you'll get some reward points. I know people might say, well, you're paying a bit of postage, so that evens it out to the $16.99, but unless you're flying to HMV, then I'm sure that's costing you money. So same thing in the long run. All right then, so there's your features there. You should be able to see it quite nice. The quality's great on the slip, so. And then there's your artwork then underneath, which is the same as the slip cover, same on the spine. It's got like this little gun, I suppose, to represent the genre. Is that on the slip? Yeah, just so to tell you it's a Western. Again, there's the back's yellow this time, obviously, instead of black, whether that shows up better if you wanted to read the specs. So it's 85 minutes, it's region B locked, so you'll be okay in the UK anyway, but if there's anybody watching from America, then you'll need to have your multi-region player. Alright, so we'll open him up. First thing we'll do is then we'll have a look at the reversible artwork. Okay, so the reversible artwork's looking really good on this one actually. I will, because the other one's on the slip, I will keep this one. So very cool old-fashioned cover. Looks awesome. And then it's just the same on the back then as the other one. And then we've got a lovely picture disc there. And then we got a booklet. So like I said, $14.99 these are on 88's website direct. You can't fault it really for a new Blu-ray, especially with that quality slipcover. And you're getting your booklet as well. And it's not just stills from the film, although there will be some stills from the film, obviously. I don't know if there's any contents. There's no contents, but there's an overview of British Westerns there. So got the tagline on the bottom. There was a notch on her gun for every man she got. Like a bit of a play on the notch on the belt there then. So yeah, so that looks wicked back there as well. So yeah, I haven't seen this. I'm not a massive Western fan. I don't dislike Westerns, but I always thought it's a genre I keep putting off. I know it sounds a bit mad, but I always think when I get to retirement age, I'll be able to sit down every afternoon after a couple of pints in Wetherspoons and smash through all the Westerns, dog on my lap. And so I'm just kind of saving them. But obviously I won't save this one till then. I'll watch this one, but to really, really deep dive them, then yeah, I'm going to have to wait a couple more years. So anyway, a Hanny Calder, wicked. And then the second one that came out recently is from 1969, and it is The Body Stealers. Okay, so same wicked yellow spine to match up with the other ones. Tells you the year on year, 1969. Although the ink on the 6, it is a little bit debatable, as it does look a little bit like a 5, but I googled it and it is from 1969, not 1959. See, it's got a different logo by there. The other one had a gun. This one's got a guy in a parachute, so signals maybe adventure movies, or maybe it doesn't signal the genre. Maybe it's just something taken from the movie. We'll check the spines of the other ones now when we look at the other releases I got. That's a good thing about doing these unboxing videos or deep diving movies that you got, because sometimes you notice things that you wouldn't pick up on a general look. Like I always remember the slipcover to that film on Vinegar Syndrome, Steel and Lace, and everyone was getting it because it was cheap in the sale. But I put it up, like I say, look at this amazing slipcover, and I missed half the designs on there until someone said, I think it was John over at Mondo, oh yeah, she got half a skull there as well with a robot brain or whatever. I didn't even notice it the first time, right? Alright, so once again then, you've got a slipcover that would rival Vinegar Syndrome and Severin, really thick, feels just amazing. It's got a lovely shine to it. And you've got your back then, so you've got loads of special features as always. Again, $14.99 because it's only a Blu-ray, not a 4K. It's got Patrick Allen, Hilary Dwyer in. Can't say that I'm familiar with those actors really. It's a 2K scan. It's region B, so again, if you're in America watching this, you know, you will have to get a multi-region player. So basically on this one, it says, when paratroopers begin to go missing during routine jumps, investigators are sent to shed some light on the mystery. Little known 60s British science fiction flick from Tigon. All right, yeah, so it sounds awesome actually. It's only got a, I was going to say it's only got a PG rating, but actually it's a 15, so that's not so bad. One of them's got a PG, it must be one of the ones I'm going to show you in a minute. So yeah, so the artwork looks insane on there. It looks like there's loads of stuff going on. And then, all right, so there's your armory then. So it's exactly the same really. Again, maybe you can see the special features better on the yellow background, I'm not sure. Let's do the reversible artwork first, because obviously we've already got the newly commissioned on the slip anyway. All right then, so again, a lovely old school, looks like 1950s, even though we already decided it was 1969. It's got like a 50s look about it on there, so that's great. Yeah, pretty damn awesome. And inside then, lovely picture disc, as always, you come to expect. And then we got a booklet again, same as the last one. And then, I don't know if it's got, so we've got that nice little old school poster bit first. Pretty cool. Another old school poster there. A bit of an intro. And then, yeah, it's just plenty of narrative, plenty of photos on the set and whatever. So, yeah, plenty to get into. I love the logo, the Tigon logo with the tiger on. It looks absolutely awesome. Okay, so basically then, there are your two new ones. I think there's another 4 already scheduled now, and they come out in quite quick concession at the end of June and the start of July, or the end of July, start of August. I said to a concession and I meant succession, not concession. And then, alright, so there they are then. So there's your two new ones. Say they look wicked. They line up lovely on the shelves with the same designs in. And then I said we'll deep dive into the ones that have come out already. So the first two that came out were 4K, so they were a bit more than 15 quid. The first one that came out, Witchfinder General, so this was wicked. It was a first time view for me, but it may as well have been, because I'd seen the movie a long time ago when I was younger, but I couldn't remember much about it. The first thing I got to say is this movie for the time is absolutely brutal. Towards the end, they kill a witch, or what they assume to be a witch, on a cross, and you think you know how it's going to go, but you don't. The way they do it is just insane. And then at the very end as well, the guy's killing another guy with the axe, and he just don't stop. He's like, whack, 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 whack. It's pretty wild considering. And then you've got your old school art there where I flipped it around. I have done videos on these if you go back, but yeah, I hadn't watched them at the time, so I watched this now. Wicked transfer on it. I mean, it was made in the 60s, so you've got to give it a bit of an allowance, but yeah, really good picture quality, really good film. Lovely setting, lovely cinematography, lovely looking woman in it who plays the one girl who's who the guy's trying to save. Like, there's a bit of a storyline to it. Obviously he goes to a town and he wants to kill this woman, saying she's a witch, and then obviously the husband is not going to let it happen, and he's like a soldier and whatever. So yeah, really good. Witchfinder General. And then the other one, another British folk horror, Blood on Satan's Claw. All right, so I've got to be truthful, I haven't got into watching this one yet. I have seen it before because I had a German 4K, but the picture was soft as hell. It was terribly filtered, DNR'd. And I stuck this one on, it looks amazing, so you haven't got that problem, but I just haven't watched the film all the way through, so I can't give you my thoughts, really, on it. But I've got the old school artwork again, so that looks wicked. So yeah, when I get round to watching that, I'll talk about it a bit more when I do the next Tigon releases, if I've watched it. But it's got a plethora of extras on here, and so did Witchfinder General as well. I didn't really tuck into them too much at the time, but yeah, I need to go back to that, especially the stuff by Kim Newman and Sean Hogan, because yeah, I do take their you know, I do take what they say seriously, because they're two of my favourite British film critics. So there's those two, and then this other one came out in between. I don't think I've done an unboxing on this. It's called The Beast in the Cellar. So frustratingly, they put this one in a blue cover. Oh, ignore me, actually. I thought they were all in black covers apart from that. But sorry, no, ignore me. The Blu-rays are in a blue cover. Go figure. Yeah, so there we are. Flip the artwork on this one as well. There's the thing. All right, so you've got loads of features on the back. So this is a pretty good film. I watched this one. It's about these murders that go on, and they think it's an animal, and he's got these two sisters who got their bloody psycho brother locked up in a room downstairs in a basement, and they think he's escaping at night and doing all these killings. So there's a bit of a mystery from there, really. One of the things that really attracted me to this film, and this might sound a bit stupid to some people, but there's an actress in there called Beryl Reid. Now, Beryl was my nan's name, and it's a great name, Beryl, but they will never call another kid Beryl ever again. It's a bit like names like Paul and John, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no kids being born with those names anymore. So when I see a person called Beryl, I always get a little bit of a, I don't know, like, you know, I want to see what she looks like and how she acts and everything, because it's just the same as my nan's name. My nan was a legend, like, so God bless her soul. Loads of features on this one. This one wasn't like uber violent or anything. A lot of stuff was done off screen, or you just see the dead bodies covered in blood. But yeah, it was pretty good mystery, fair to. It was a film I would never have ever heard of or touched on if it wasn't for this collection, which is what I was all about. That's the same for Body Stealers as well, and probably Hanny Calder. Obviously, I heard of the other two. But yeah, so that's what we got so far then. That's the entire collection so far. Absolutely wicked. Now, I was talking about those images on the side. So, yeah, you've got the parachute for Body Stealers, the gun for Hanny Calder, yeah, like a claw for the Beast in the Cellar, a crow for Blood on Satan's Claw, and a witch burning in fire for Witchfinder General. So they don't tell you what sub-genre it is, they just give you a sort of image that relates to the film. But that's still pretty cool. They would work wicked as like little tattoos on your fingers or whatever. So is that the right way now? Yep. Alright then, so that's all of them. Alright then, so I've been Bumper. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.